Six Sages Gaming is brought to you by GamersGauntlet.net. Check them out for all your single, sealed product, and playmats.
Hey guys, welcome to another Six Sages Gaming unboxing and product review brought to you by GamersGauntlet.net and Ultimate Guard. So again, hopefully you guys have seen the other two videos by now. If you haven't, check out this game, MegaCorp. It's on Kickstarter. By the time you're seeing this, it only has 1 or 2 days left, and you guys really need to check this out. And again, the thing I'll comment on, anyone who backs over $88 gets this really sweet metal, I mean this thing is solid metal, you could hurt somebody with it, faction card. So if you like a faction, definitely make sure to kick it over $88, and then you'll get a sweet metal card with it as well. So today, this week we're going to talk about the corp members. I got Heracles, and because it is the last video, I'm going to be doing both these, or the last couple days, I'm going to be doing both of these in the same video. Same faction, one's good, one's evil. One wants to build up the board, the other one wants to do a bunch of corrupt things. Let's go through it, guys. So up first, we're going to have Heracles. Again, just a simple review. Oh, ignore that. Green back is resources. Blue back is your main deck. And then last, what makes MegaCorp special, what makes MegaCorp unique, is these 2 red cards right here. So, we have your faction card, which I really liked this deck, so I bought the metal one because I love the game and I wanted to kickstart and get this awesome card. But let's just talk about the main guy, Heracles. He is a good guy, trying to do the best he can, but you know, sometimes he's going to be a little corrupt along the way. So if I had to compare this to one other type of deck out there, it's definitely a white weenie type of deck, meaning that you want to just put out a bunch of guys on the board and you really want to swarm your opponent and have this huge field that they have to battle through. So again, as always, I am just going to be going through these cards. If I see one I really like, I'll call it out, but mostly I'm going through this just to show you guys the artwork and show you how amazing these cards look. So again, keep in mind, it's on Kickstarter right now. It only has a couple days left, so if you're even thinking about it, go out there, kick it. It's already funded, so you're already going to have, you know, you're going to get your product. You don't have to worry about, you know, oh man, I'm not sure if we're going to get it or not. Make sure you guys check it out again. It is an absolutely fun game to play. It's very strategic. It can be a little complex at first, but if you get people to sit down and learn the game with you, it's really going to be great. And again, as someone who plays, you know, like probably a dozen different trading card games right now, there is a lot of opportunity in this game to learn, a lot of opportunity to grow, and it doesn't play like any other trading card game that I've played. And you guys know that I have kind of this guilty pleasure when it comes to certain games, and I like ones other than the ones that might not be as popular, but some games just really are great and need to be, you know, have their time in the light, and this is definitely one of those decks. So again, I am just mostly going through this for a very quick overview because I want to show you guys at least all the art on the cards, and that way we can go through both the decks in the same video and give you the opportunity to decide which one you want to kickstart. Now this is again one of the favorite cards that I liked. Again, you can only play it if your founder or Heracles is in play. All characters challenging businesses with the light symbol gain disruptor, and this is great because you can put it on disruptor is basically trample in this game to just get what it is, and it's a very strong effect in this game. So things like that you want to keep an eye out for. Oh, sorry, it's this guy, and this is what I was going to get to. So, what's really unique about this deck, and what's so awesome, if you've played, oh, I can't think of the Vanguard deck now. There's one of the clans that specializes on bringing your guys out of the deck. I think it's Gold Paladin, I want to say, or if you've played, this is very loosely, but if you played Magic, it's kind of like Stoneforge Mystic, but this thing called Dead Drop, and it basically says you get to get an equipment out of your deck. So you get this thing for free, and you get to put it next to, so again, remember that the way that you place cards in this game is going to be directly next to, directly above, directly below, or to the left. So this will have the opportunity to buff several things or get in the way of your opponent and really stop them or slow them down. So these cards are great because it can just give, you know, free value, really. So when it's anything that has an equipment, and it costs 1, which the cost up there is going to be what you're going to be able to get. So this deck has a lot of utility being able to fish out different things. And it's really awesome to see how they were able to do that and how unique it feels for this specific deck. Now, what I really like about this is military. Now, this is a card that let's talk about constructed, and let's think about, you know, I'm going to put 4 of these in my deck. Now, again, you only have 3 right here, but I could add another one if I had another deck. I can build my deck so it has just these military guys. So I can build this white weenie rush deck and then have this as like your burn spell or your reach. Like this, that's just awesome. When I was playing with this card, it definitely felt great. And yeah, I'd probably put a fourth one in there just because you always want to see it. You want to use it every game, and it's a very, very strong effect. And I think with 3, I only found it once, I think, in the couple of games I was able to play. So it's one of those things that, yeah, RNG is going to get you from time to time, but it feels nice. You can actually play those spells you really want. Now, again, resources, these are all going to be mostly the same, except for this last one. So I'll go over these really, really quick. Now, again, if you haven't seen this before, it costs $2 million to put into play, but it gives you $1 million cash flow every turn. Now, again, that's basically your health, so you're gaining a health every turn. This is your free resource that you get. Again, the resource deck itself is 20 cards. That's those green-backed cards. You essentially get to play 1 a turn, and then you can engage it, which means reverse it, to get any one of those symbols as well. So again, this is to keep in mind that you want to have free ones so you don't have to pay any life to get them, and it can help boost your business. Now, this is kind of a special one. You can see that there's 5 in here, and this is the $4 million cost one. So Heracles doesn't have a special one like the other ones, but it still all have the $4 million to gain ones. But again, a little bit higher business, produces 5 of green. Again, I just call them green instead of IQ, EQ, BQ, and I'm forgetting the last one now. But 5 is a very, very strong amount of resource that you can produce. That's why this one, you can't battle it or fight it on any other stat, just that one, and it's, you know, it's 5, so it's very, very hard to get through. So, of course, if that's the Corp, if that's the good guys, that's the guy who's trying to do right by everyone, and this is the really sweet metal card that you get, who's going to be the bad guy? Well, that's the Glass Man. And this is a really interesting deck that, you know, he's a space pirate. He has a space casino that all the outlaws in the world go to. And basically, he is just there to rule from above and make other people do his dirty work. So again, same thing. Ignore those 2 things in the back. Green, blue, red. And these red guys are where it shines. So, again, just so you guys can see a side-by-side comparison, it's just that middle card is so sweet. So, so, so sweet. But let's talk about the Glass Man himself. And for anyone that that has seen, or has played rather, Mass Effect, you know, that's definitely kind of the feeling I'm getting from this. You know, space villain, space opera kind of sci-fi feel to it, and it definitely is great. And again, this is another guy who can tutor for an effect, and you know, he's just gonna be a bad guy. So let's go through. Let me sort these out real quick for the resources. And again, super high level because only a couple days left on Kickstarter, and I really, really want to make sure you guys can see all the cards in these decks before the Kickstarter ends. So again, you'll see a lot of these cards are going to be, I shouldn't say a lot, some of the cards are going to be similar because they are from the same faction. They kind of have the same theme to them. You know, it turns out this guy is just good because he draws you a card. Sorry, this guy draws you a card when you enter, so why not? It's kind of a nice vanilla guy that cantrips. Bomber drone, really great. All drones adjacent to this card, so it's going to buff your team. Now the drawback is with 2 million move this card. So if I guess upside, I'm thinking the drawback because I have to play against it. If you attack a spot and they move, then they lose the attack. So this guy is very, very hard to get rid of. Now again, it does cost 2 million, so he's going to kind of be costly to keep moving around, maybe more than once or twice. But if you have the chance to build up your resources and really get him going, you're going to have a very strong attacker that's going to be lasting for quite a few games. So this, just a vanilla 2 million, nothing that great. And again, man, just the artwork on this card. So that's basically an addition that you can put on them, something to slow them down. Avatar Industries Mariner Suit. Now this one has a lot of, nope, that one has oopsies on it. Looks like, so we'll go to this one. A lot of different attack. Now again, notice that it does say 1 million. Bond targets just target to this card, so it's something that can move around easily. It's the Power Suit. Kickback. Now the thing that's interesting about this is, notice how you do need 2 different symbols, so that is a little bit difficult. But being able to deal 3 damage to any one card is pretty good and can help. If you're playing Magic, it's kind of like Lightning Bolt because a lot of things, like 3 is kind of the magic number to destroy things. So if they're able to lose on that element, here's another sweet card. If they're able to lose on that element, if you can hit it for 3, chances are it's going to be enough to knock them out. So again, very high level, kind of just going through these. Yep, so here's another one, Glassman's Gambit. It's going to cost 6 white, so it is a little bit costly, but when you attack with him, you gain 1 million for each point of damage he deals. So really you get the idea of you can work on this, build up your guy, and then hit him for just a ton. And it's just, I mean, think about his lifelink, if you will, that you're going to be gaining a bunch of money when it's kind of a hit and run. He's a corrupt guy. He's stealing all the money from your business, and he's going to, you know, profit from it, because it turns out that's what bad guys do. This card's adjacent to another drone, gains plus the blue one again. So again, you can see that these sentry drones are really, really good. And they have these kind of, you know, he's out in space. He has all these drones protecting his casino, I believe. Yeah, it's a casino in the sky that he has, or a casino in space. So again, another one of the sniper drones, just really, really good. All the drones really play together, but they are expensive, so that's something that you have to keep in mind. And this guy right here, dead drop 4. So as I mentioned with the other deck, it gets out all the cheap stuff. Well, this guy, he costs 4 million and he's 3 white to get in play, so he's kind of expensive, and he has an upkeep of 3 million. Like, wow, that's pretty expensive. But again, if you don't want to pay the upkeep, you can just, you know, put them into the open market, which means discard them, and it's going to still get you that dead drop of 4. That's going to be great. So that's another card that if I'm building a deck going forward with Constructed, yeah, 100%, there's definitely some good equipment that you can get with this guy. So, anti-gravity field, again, this is one of those ones, if you really wanted to get it, you could. So giving something flying, yeah, just like it sounds, they don't have it, they don't have the flying, then they're not going to be able to block, you get to hit the business, and really start stealing some of their money. So anti-gravity field, only a 1-of because you can tutor for it, and it's great. Kidnapping, yeah, turns out, guy's evil. Hopefully I've stressed that enough. So kidnapping can basically just kill something unless they pay the ransom for it. More deal damage cards. So again, this guy is just all about removing stuff. Pillaging, looting, killing, all that good stuff for this guy. Obviously it's bad, I don't want to be doing it, but if you're the Glass Man, he loves that stuff. And then the last card that we have in here is Political Corruption. Loyalty, Disruptor, Unethical. I'll let you guys, there's a rule book that comes with all those different abilities. And destroy every player's A phase. All adjacent cards are dealt 2 damage. That's, no acquire phase. So, yep, that's, they lose the option to get stuff. So that's a very strong card that they would have to deal with pretty quickly. Turns out it's pretty good when you buy off politicians. So, again, going through just the stock 2 million, stock 0 million that you get. And then this one is a little different. Entertainment facility. You can kind of get the idea. This is his space casino. So again, it costs 4 million. You only get 1 million compared to the other one, but you get an extra light per turn for each time that these are still out. So again, costly, but these are super, super good. So that is all I have for these videos, guys. Again, 1 light, 1 dark. Oh, there he is. Looking for him. These are kind of the good versus evil, if you will, and both these decks are just really, really sweet. And again, it is one of the Kickstarter options where you can get, if you want to play with a buddy and you want to play good cop versus bad cop even, this is the 2 decks that you would want. And that is kind of the reason why I wanted to do them in the same video, just because of how sweet they are. So again, I'll have a link to the Kickstarter in the description, guys. Make sure to check it out, even if you can only get 1 deck, or you know, they have the $38. Yeah, $38 for free shipping worldwide for 2 decks. So I mean, you can get these 2 decks, and they can mix match the decks if you wanted to, and mash them together. Or you can check out some of our other videos. Maybe you want to burn people out, you want to play the Nost Prophet, or you want to play something that's more like The Rock from Magic the Gathering, and they focus on building up your own guys, consuming your own resources. Then you want to play the Rama deck, who is all about that self-sacrifice. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you check it out on Kickstarter. And we'll catch you on the next video by 6 Sages Gaming. Have a good one.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and leave us a comment with what you thought of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to 6 Sage Gaming and check out some of the deck spotlights, duel series, and Force of Community videos that are already on the channel. We also have a Facebook and a Twitter, so feel free to find us there. Lastly, if you have a deck that you would like featured in a video, be sure to drop us a comment below. Until next time, take it easy.